Good evening, everybody. I hope you've all had a lovely day. I can see a few of you coming online already. It's lovely to see all the connect words in there where people are wanting to go into my bot system. So those that have hit the connect button, you will go into my bots that will give you alerts before we go live with every show. I'm really excited tonight to be able to have a beautiful friend of mine, Yvonne, join me, and I will bring her up in a moment. Yvonne, we will see how the night goes. Her and I may do some readings a little bit later on, but we thought this would be a lovely opportunity to actually start speaking to people about Mother Earth, the universe, and stuff like that, and what is going on at the moment. So I will just quickly bring Yvonne up. So while she's coming in, welcome to everybody that's joining in. I am Leanne, Winston, Psychic Medium, and I'd love to welcome Yvonne to the show as well. Hi, hun. How are you going?
Hi, Leanne. How are you?
I am really well, thank you. Thank you for joining us. It's an honour to have you join us on the show tonight.
Oh,
A bit late notice, I know, but that's okay. I'm pleased that you're able to free your calendar to be able to join in. So what we might do, hun, by just starting off, we might just actually, if you'd like to explain to people a little bit about yourself, what it is that you do, and people can certainly jump over to Yvonne's page called Through My Eyes and hit the like button as well, and that's another way that you can connect to Yvonne if you're drawn to her.
well, hi, everyone. I'm Yvonne Switzer. I'm a clairvoyant medium. I give people what I see, hear, and feel. I can't always guarantee whether spirit comes through because I'm a clairvoyant medium and there's a difference. So if I get them through, I will acknowledge them, but if I don't, then I can't pass that message on. So I'm not in charge of it. Spirit is. So it's up to upstairs what they want me to do tonight.
Yeah. They have their own minds, don't they? We're just the communicator. We're the message in the middle sort of thing.
Yeah, not in
The
charge
point in the
of it.
middle. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Brian is just saying, oh, looking better, young lady. Thank you, Brian. I am feeling much better today. It's amazing what a couple of days of sleep can actually do. So we've just got a couple of people saying hi. So we've got Jane saying hello, Kelly, Anna, Rachel. I won't go through all of them because there is quite a few people already on here saying hello, but welcome to everybody that has joined in. And so, Yvonne, we were having a little bit of a discussion the other day that I found to be really interesting. We didn't really get a chance to go right into it a lot, but you were starting to explain to me the other weekend how the Mother Earth talks to you and how you communicate with her. Would you like to explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I pick up on it, Mother Earth's feelings, and I feel that she's trying to give everybody warnings and signs, but nobody's listening to what she actually needs. And I feel her outrages are because of her anger. I feel the water floods is from her tears. Um, she's wanting people to change. She's wanting people to look after the earth, and changes need to take place. And it always starts with ourselves first. Um, start treating her better. Look at what we're doing that is actually harming the earth, the ocean, the whole
Yeah.
environment. It's like just really be more considerate with her. So that actual shift I feel is happening. Like I feel that places that used to be a certain way are now changing the shape in different ways. So she's actually shifting. But we need to actually start to look after and appreciate her. So if anyone has any suggestions or ideas of how we can change this, um, put in the comments. Love your opinion where we could start and get this happening.
Yeah, and that's the thing, guys. Please feel free to join in the comments tonight on your thoughts and your feelings. You might have ideas or things that you might like to bring to our attention that we can share with others as well on it. I know myself over the last couple of years, there's been times that I've kind of felt like she's getting restless at times, and usually it's just before within a week or so of a tsunami hitting somewhere in the world. And I also look at the fires and stuff as her way, like when we had the big fires here in the Adelaide Hills, 2-3 years ago. To me, I seen that as she was cleaning up after us, sort of thing, cleansing in that
Yeah.
side to allow the regrowth and the stuff, that side of things to happen. And it was just incredible the way the rain comes through after so much devastation goes through, but to give them, the helping hand with that side of it as well. So it is really interesting with the way that she does work, and I totally believe that she talks to us on so many different levels. We just got Sandra saying hello to us both there as well. There was another comment. Oh, Theone saying hello from watching over at My Time TV. So if you are watching through the My Time TV or through Yvonne's page through my eyes, I am monitoring that post as well. So if you do comment there, I shall be able to see it. I just won't be able to put your comments up on the screen for everybody else to see with that side of them. So what do you usually find, Yvonne, in the sense of when she's getting restless? Do you does she come through your thoughts, your dreams, you hear her voice? How do you get
Oh,
your information from her?
feeling that comes over me, the vibration,
Yeah,
that something's coming, and
yeah,
it's like we've been all given warning signs, many of them, and I know people can look at Mother Earth and say, well, look, there's so many people have been killed, and this has happened, and this, but the strength of her outrage is, it's not like she's meaning to kill people. It's just the strength that she's got, that she when she let go, she let go. It just, as an
yeah,
outburst. It's like we get in a temper and we break down crying and stamp our feet, and carry on. Well, Mother Earth is telling us, but we're not listening. We're just
yeah,
taking her for granted. And well, a lot of us are listening, but we need to come up with ways to change it. A lot of plastic out there. They're talking about the plastic bags, but you look at heat areas. You've got children's toys. They're wrapped that tightly in plastic. You can't even get them open. There's so
yeah,
much plastic around them. We're drinking out of plastic, and now our eating still in plastic, and the list just keeps going on and on. And that's just one
yeah.
area. You
Yeah,
know?
and over time we're getting it more and more. The more, I guess, that there's more people in the world, the more plastic and everything else that comes into it as well. But it's just constantly growing. The more landfill we have, and she's got to break that down. She's got to deal with that. So I think it's pretty important for us as human beings to look at the imprint that we leave on everything, because we do. And as mediums, and I don't know what your views are on this, Yvonne, but for me, I think we leave a big imprint on the world. And that's where a lot of, when we are reading as mediums or psychics, we are picking up on that imprint that's been left behind to be able to give our clients the details of their loved one that's there. We're all energy. That energy makes a mark on everything we do, whether it's furniture, it's the physical, the emotional, whatever it is in that sense. So, um, and if we can just sort of, I guess, by tonight's conversation, I guess if we can just sort of take that step back and take that breath at times and just think about the imprint or the devastation that we do leave behind in what we're doing, in that way
Yeah.
can make a big difference, sort of thing, if we just have that different view in that
Have
side
you
of it as well.
got an idea that Mother Earth can break down the material so much easier? You know, we had paper bags back years ago, and I know paper is hard to break down as well, but it's better than plastic.
Yeah,
You know,
that's it.
things, and we're not as harmful to the ocean. All the fish
The
and
wildlife.
yeah,
Yeah,
everything there, and
that's
then you look,
it.
um, just nature all around, the trees, everything. It's just like, let's start looking after it and appreciating
Yeah,
her. And you know, letting her know that we do love her and appreciate her is I feel, a starting point.
Yeah, that's it. Um, Jen just says it's really very sad, but I've been told that there are fires a way of the universe being cleaned up. Could you say? And I agree with you there, Jen. I do think that that's part of what the fires are, is the cleansing. But I also look at, they got the sadness, the damage, and the devastation that it brings, the lives that get lost in some of those fires. But the beauty, just to drive through here through Kersbrook and back through the back way to Elizabeth here in the Adelaide Hills, for those that do know that area, the beauty that has come back, the rich, green, vibrant life that has come from it is incredible. And it certainly didn't look like that prior to that fire.
See all those mold being busy working, rejuvenating it and getting all the seeds happening, and and growth takes place. Yeah, so it's almost.
And it just blows me away how quick that Mother Earth can regenerate all that stuff. I remember driving through within a couple of weeks of those fires when the roads were open and safe, and then to do it again within less than 3 months from the fires, to see the shoots that were coming on those burnt, frail-looking trees are incredible with that side of it. Brian's just saying the fire's also for regeneration. Yeah, it is. Brian is one of my relatives, and he's actually out travelling the countryside at the moment around Australia or parts of Australia. So he's seeing some incredible views, and I'm looking forward to seeing some photos that he may have taken, sunsets and different stuff like that. Yeah, it's just I find it very fascinating in that way. Theone is just saying, Yvonne and Leanne, coming up to the end of Mercury retrograde, what does that mean for you? Is there anything you do differently coming out of it? Do you have anything you'd like to add to Theone's question about the Mercury retrograde?
Coming out of it?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of information really with the retrograde on.
Okay. So what I understand, it's pretty much where the planets are going in reverse, sort of thing. In that sense, Mercury retrograde is one of the, I think, most common sort of planets that does go into retrograde a lot. But I usually find when we're in retrograde with a couple of the different planets, I have a lot of trouble with technology, with communication. We feel it within our bodies. I quite often like to follow Elizabeth Peru's page and look at what she's got to say about the body, like with what's going on with the universe and that side of it too, how that energy affects us, because what the universe is doing does have that flow-on effect to us. It's like a chain reaction. So for me, I usually, when I don't sort of look at too much when what is in retrograde and when it's coming out and stuff like that, I try to acknowledge myself how I'm feeling in that sense. So I will go with the flow rather than fight it. So I try to be more aware and more sensitive of that. So I'm just allowing that energy to flow rather than trying to force things as well. I know a friend of mine, she will not sign any important documents when we've got Mercury in retrograde. She looks at things like when she's going to sell a house to what's going on in the universal side of it, because it brings in the havoc and different stuff like that. So it is quite interesting. I have studied a little bit on it, but not a great deal. I am still to finish that course on that side of it. So it is quite interesting. Prue's just saying, can you tell me when we will be shifting this year or early next year? Do you get anything on that, huh?
The first thing I got was next year. I was leaning more to next year, and the third, fourth month next year.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I've been drawn to next year with that too, Pros. So I want to say, see that, have that clear picture. release it to the universe and make sure that you know what it is that you want, because when we bring in those mixed messages, we bring in that havoc into our life at the same time. So it is really important to sort of follow, to have that clear message with that side of it. Kristen is just saying hello. Hey honey, I hope you're well. Now my buttons have changed a little bit behind the board tonight, so just bear with me while I work that out. Leanne's just saying thank you for the answer. You're very welcome, honey. And guys, don't forget to hit the share button. Invite your friends and family to join in as well. If you think that the messages that we have and what we do, myself or Yvonne, would interest people, please feel free to share this with them. And also, don't be afraid to let us know where you're from. So you can certainly let us know what area of the world you are, because we are going worldwide these days, which is quite exciting what technology can do with that. So Rachel's just saying, do you see Philip and I in a relationship in the new year? Did you want to touch on that one, hun?
Oh, I keep hearing you have to give him a push, Rachel. I feel like it's quite the way things are. So maybe a bit of misinterpretation of what he sees, like what you're wanting. Maybe talk to him about it, and I feel things will start to take off.
Yeah, it was funny you say that, because I kind of felt like he was a little bit on the uptake sort of thing. So Rachel, whether you're dropping hints at times, but he's not picking it up in the way that you would like him to, I do get the reference to it. The importance is around the communication as well with that side. So I wish you all the very best with that as well. Taylor's just saying that they're from Australia, and we've got Alice from Tasmania and Anna's from Sydney. Fiona's here from in the western suburbs of Adelaide, and she's just saying a beach day tomorrow. Honey, I am jealous. I was hoping to get to the beach tonight and get back in time to do the broadcast, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So mine will be Friday night. I need some photos. I need some video. So excellent. Narelle is just saying, question please. I have had a recent offer to help to, whoops, it helps if I push the button, and to get a job. Will anything come from that, or will work come from elsewhere? Okay.
I answered that one. I answered Narelle, I'm sure, the other night, last week.
Okay. Yeah. But I feel like I want to go elsewhere, honey, with that side of it. All right. So, guys, also try to keep your questions more direct, because there are some here that people are asking if there's anything for them. So if you keep it more direct, Ewan and I can try to get to as many of you as possible, because I hate leaving people behind, but we're nearly up to 100 messages behind on the dashboard here already. So if we don't, please don't be offended. Karina says, hello, I'm sorry to ask, but have an interview next week for a job. Have you any ideas on outcome? Oh, anxiety. So, honey, whether you're feeling a little bit of anxiety around that at the moment, I feel like I've got a positive outcome with that, but I do feel that you need to breathe, ground yourself, and just be yourself. Okay, they will see that beautiful soul that you are in that way. Okay, do you have anything even you'd like to add to that?
I've got the same. Visualise herself and seeing herself getting the job.
Yeah, go in there and own it, honey. Michaela, praying you're drawn to me on the UK. Need messages from my spirits in a lost soul. Will I find a house with John? I got a very strong yes with that one. So my feeling is it's not too far away with that side of it. Okay, I'll let you have this one if you're comfortable with it, Yvonne. Carly, my mum passed away 6 years ago when my third child was 6 months old. I'm about to have my sixth. She's missed out on so much. Does she have anything she wants to tell me, or even when baby is going to come?
I've got the 6 of a month for when the baby is due to come. I feel mum's not missed out on anything. I feel that mum's very much around you.
For
I
sure.
also, I'm being shown a locket, like a heart, and that's my sign for love. But she keeps it all close to the heart. I got the colour pink around her, so I felt that she really worked for my heart. She's very loving and caring, and just always needed her family around her, loved being with her family and kids. I'm seeing a cross around her too, so I don't know if mum had a lot of faith or believed in a religion, but I'm seeing the cross.
Yeah, beautiful. And that's the thing, hun. Our loved ones are still very much around us. As much as we feel they've missed out, they are still very much aware of what is going on. I love the way when I connect, and I had it today with one of my clients. Her dad showed her that things that or told her about what he knows has been going on since his passing, and he's been gone for a few years. And to me, that is just proof that they are still very much around us. They are very much a big part of our lives. Just because we can't see the physical, or most people can't see the physical, doesn't mean they're not with us. Trust your feelings, your thoughts, those things that come in. I quite often say to people, look at how often you will have memories of a loved one that is passed over. Um, and you won't be intentionally thinking about them. That is their soul with you at that very time. So, honey, please know that she's very much around there. My feeling is when it's time to give birth to that beautiful baby of yours, your mum is going to be there to hand that soul over to you. Okay, just prior to giving birth with that. Okay, so trust what you feel, you think, you see, you know, you hear, because that is basically how spirit will communicate with us. Okay, did you have anything else that you wanted to add to that, Yvonne?
I keep hearing about look at the photos, the albums, the photos. She look at the photos, and I feel that mum wants to be remembered not as she left, but as she was.
Okay, you might just need to speak up, honey. You've gone a little bit faint.
Okay, she needs to look at the
That's better.
photo and go back to the time when mum was happy how she was. Mum wants her to look at and remember her in that way, not as how she left. That makes sense. So going down memory lane. I don't know if mum loved the colour pink, but I absolutely think the colour pink, and it's a soft pink. But
Oh,
on the actual
beautiful.
set, the lady, she's got curly hair, sort of short curly hair. Yeah, I don't know. That's
I
soft
think it's a beautiful
fade.
smile. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she's really warm. Warmth comes from her.
Oh,
She just made an accent, so definitely found that time. Hope that helps.
lovely. A beautiful energy. So wonderful. Thank you, Yvonne. Debbie says, any messages from Chris from heaven for me? Okay. Ooh, okay. I feel like for some reason I'm drawn to that question, and I just get the reference to, honey, the need to breathe with that side of it. So I do feel that your breath gets taken away. There is a little bit of anxiety around that. He hears you talk to him, honey. So I want to say no, that when you're speaking to him, he is communicating back. So, like I said just a few minutes ago, trust what you feel, you think, you see, you hear, you know, your thoughts. that side of it, because I do get the reference to he finds ways to let you know that he's very much around. For some reason, I feel like I need to acknowledge the ring. So I don't know if there's a ring he gave you that you sit and you play with and you turn it on your finger and pulling it on and off. I just feel like the focus is very much around, I want to say, the gold band with that side of it. Okay, so please take note of the music that's put around you as well, because I do feel that he is putting the songs around you that you can connect with that remind you of him as well with that. So I wish you all the very best with that and hope that makes sense to you too, honey. Okay, wow, we've got a lot of comments coming through. Cass would like to know, will I find love soon?
Yes. But it's
Yeah.
definitely right.
Yeah.
Also, well, definitely from the new year.
Yeah, sorry, you're just going faint again, hun.
Sorry, around the new year. That's
Yeah,
the time I'm
beautiful.
getting out of the right place, but I just want to something more.
Yeah, beautiful. I get the reference to she needs to put herself out there, open her heart up. So to me, I do feel the walls are up around her heart a little bit, and that could be through past pain, the need or the feels the need to protect yourself. Allow people to see the true you, honey. Allow that to shine through in that way. Sorry, guys, I thought I put my phone on silent. I've obviously put it on vibrate because it's vibrating. And Narelle's just saying, yes, it's me. Thank you. So that was a lady that we read for a little bit earlier. You are very welcome, honey. It is my pleasure. We have sorry, honey, saying hi, Leanne. There are comments happening on the Hypnotherapy Plus page, so I'll redirect them to here. Oh, thank you, Roz. I really appreciate that. So, guys, unless you're watching from my page, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, we won't be able to see your comments. They are being cross-posted to about 3 other locations or 4 other locations. So if you would like to have your comments put up in front of us, please feel free to comment there. Annette, hi honey, is my Nana around me? Do you sense her, hun?
I thought, yeah. I've got a dark haired lady around me.
Okay. Yep.
Pretty strong personality.
Hmm. Yeah, I was feeling a very strong personality.
Yeah, it's like she's just keeping an eye on things.
Yeah. Can I just add to that, hun? I get the reference to she is keeping a close eye on things at the moment, because I feel like the family is going through some changes in the way energetically sort of thing. So the way that the family connects together, the way they come together, I just feel the ups and downs around that a little bit. So I do feel that she's very much like a matriarch in the family, and she would be the person that would have normally pulled people into line when they just needed that little bit of a wake up call in that side of it. So I'm going to just say, look at the energy dynamics that are happening lately as well with that side of it, because I do feel that will explain a few things as well. Okay. All right. So Sammy says, will Michael and I marry as planned?
Yeah, I feel if you put down yes, it will definitely follow through, which I feel that you'll be doing anyway, and everything will work out. To a few little hiccups, but it'll work out to how you want it to go.
Yeah. I get the reference along the same lines, but I also feel that communication is important. So whether one of you closes down and the other tries to communicate, I just get the reference to keep the communication lines open and things will go to plan with that. All right, so I wish you all the very best. I love wedding news and baby news. Karina says, hi Leanne, how are you? Just wondering, am I healthy enough to have a baby? Okay, I am well, thank you, honey. Much better today than I was on the weekend. That's another story, but that's okay. Now, yes, I hear yes with that. I want to say just look at the vitamins, honey, with that side of it. So I don't know if you're taking vitamins at the moment, but I do feel like I want to look at the pregnancy vitamins with that side of it. Did you have anything, Yvonne, you'd like to add to that one?
I agree with what you said.
Yeah, okay. So, oh, crack my neck, sorry. Tammy says, I've lost my dad, brother, grandson, granddaughter, grandpa, and grandma, and are any of them with me, and do they know about what's going on in my life? Okay, honey, I'm so sorry for all your loss. That is a lot to cope with at the same time. I do feel, okay, I do get the reference to they are very much around you. I want to say the grandson energy is very cheeky, okay, and I hear the laughter of the daughter as well with that side of it. So I do feel they are very much around you. Now I also get the reference to it's important for you to take a step back at the moment. I want to say breathe and ground yourself. Try to get out of your own head, honey, because I do feel you're very much a thinker and you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself at the moment. I want to say just breathe and this energy will pass. Things will pick up. So they are very much around that situation. And please know that your prayers are being answered, is the reference that I get with that as well. Did you have anything else that you'd like to add, Yvonne?
Boat. So whether it was who was the other person on there, the grandfather, or
we had brother, grandson, daughter, grandpa, grandmother,
yeah. So
and dad.
Is it right sign that they're around? So I'm not sure who's likes the boat, or fishing, or some sort of activity with the boat. If she could let us know if that means anything to her.
Yeah, so Tammy, that'd be lovely if you could give us some feedback, honey, on the connection to the boat with that side of it. Lisa says, hi, ladies. My daughter is always sick and doctors can't find anything. Do I keep pushing for answers? Really concerned and don't want to do. Okay, concerned and don't want to do. Okay, I was reading that right. So, did you pick anything up on that one?
I'm just tuning in. For those who are just watching, I channel, so it takes me a little while to get it going here. I keep pushing for answers. Go and get second opinions, third opinions, whatever it takes. But I would keep pushing for it, not to give up on it. Okay, because I do feel that there's something not right there, whether it's to do with their immune system or but there's just something not quite right in the body. Okay, I feel like I'm lacking something, or it just doesn't feel right.
Are you drawn to the stomach at all around that?
Yeah, I'm sort of going. Hands are going here.
Yeah.
So
okay. Yeah. So Lisa, I totally agree with Ewan. I would keep pushing, ask more questions, because I just get the reference to you will be the one to help the doctors to discover it. Now, I was drawn very much around the stomach, and I was being reminded of a book that I have started reading, and it's called Medical Medium, and it's by Anthony Williams, and he talks about the Epstein virus. Now, the Epstein virus is something that sits dormant in a lot of us, but can cause a lot of things, like a lot of symptoms and stuff that they don't necessarily find without doing a blood test and actually testing for that. I would recommend maybe getting the book if you can get your hands on a copy and have a read of that, because it does have ways of being able to deal with that and to reverse those symptoms as well through diet and stuff like that, through the turmeric, the green leaves and stuff like that side of it. I do get the feeling you're going to get your answers, honey, so I want to say don't give up, keep pushing. I know it's frustrating, but I just see the bigger picture is not far out of reach in that way. So I wish you all the very best with it. Okay. I think I've done that, lady. Christine, I haven't seen that name before. Hey, ladies, are there any messages for me, please? Guys, try to make your questions a little bit more direct if you can. And if you've asked a question once already tonight, please try to hold off on asking a second so we can get to more people. Okay. Did you pick up anything for her, huh?
No, I just remember her from last week. That couldn't get that out my head.
Okay.
You want
Yeah.
for her daughter's next partner or something.
Okay. For some reason, I'm being drawn around the need, honey, for you to put yourself first. So I want to say, look at those things that you need for you at the moment and focus on that side of it. So whether the focus has been on others for too long, I just feel like you need to be looking at you as well with that. Okay, Sandra, the beautiful Sandra. Hi, Leanne. When my hubby got sick, he was frustrated. He couldn't do one certain thing. Does he still miss it? Oh, my mind goes mad with that, honey. Hell knows what I'm. He'll know what I mean. Thanks. Yes, I do get yes to that. I get a cheeky energy around that too, there, Sandra, as well. So I get that you, reading your question out, I got laughter, the big smile, the cheeky laughter with him. But yes, I do get he misses that. Okay. I get the feeling you keep it going for him, if that makes sense. Did you have anything, Yvonne, that you want to add to that?
No,
No.
no,
Beautiful. I love. Sorry, hon. I love your question, Sandra. Sandra is a beautiful lady I connected with probably probably 8 months ago now, I reckon, on here, and I've had the privilege of meeting her and her beautiful daughter a couple of times since. Carly's saying thank you, ladies. You're very welcome, honey. Kelly says, hi, ladies. I had a particular dream about a deceased uncle flying in a helicopter to Melbourne Hospital, and it's worried me all day. He is trying to tell me something. Do you pick up on anything with that?
oh.
Oh, sorry, did you want. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can put it back up.
yeah, thank you. Trying to interpret the dream.
Dreams don't always mean exactly what they come through as.
Flying, I felt rising above a certain situation, and I felt there was travel. Whether she's looking to find work or move to Melbourne, and whether it's going to be work that presents itself in a hospital. So whether she's a nurse or a receptionist or admin, but some sort of working in a hospital situation.
Yeah. I don't feel that there's anything there to be worried about, honey. So I don't feel like we're looking at medical help or anything like that in the sense of needing a air ambulance sort of thing to be taken or anybody going to hospital. I just feel that it's interpreted. The meaning of the interpretation is a little bit different than what first comes to mind with that side of it. So, and I get those days where you get those worrying thoughts, and I hate that where you just wake up in the morning and you think, oh, something doesn't feel right today, and you wait for that phone call, you wait for something to happen, that news to come through. Okay, sometimes we can be just picking up on that energy, and it doesn't actually result in anything like that. It may be something just really simple. So Carly's just saying thank you, ladies. Karina's just saying thank you so much. You are very welcome, ladies. It's our pleasure. So Sky just says, hi, ladies. Are there any messages for me or my partner Blake from his grandparents? Okay. All right. Did you want me to have a go at that one first, hun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now I get a very proud. It helps if I can talk English. Grandfather that comes through for him with that side of it. Now I don't know if it's yourself or Blake that gets the tickle to the back of the hair, but I do feel that the grandfather is playing with the back of his hair. Will touch his head to let him know that he's very much around. He has his hand on his heart, which is my sign for love and pride. So please know that there is a lot of love and a lot of pride that comes through for both of you as well. For some reason, I feel like I need to put baby news around you, honey, coming up. So whether you're planning pregnancy or somebody around you is planning pregnancy, but he is giving me the little girl in waiting around you as well. So to me, I feel that child is ready to enter this world, or the news of that child coming very shortly with that side of Okay, family meant a lot to his grandparents. Okay, I do feel that grandma was more of a quieter lady, and the grandfather was a little bit more sort of outspoken, or the little bit more of a leader in that side of it. But I do get the very soft, gentle energy with the grandmother as well, being very much around you. I don't know if Blake's doing things a lot with his hands, but I feel like I've got um, the apprenticeship type work with it. So whether I'm looking at mechanical or plumbing or building or something like that, I just feel like I've got to put the classifications around the work that I'm doing with that side of it as well. All right, so I wish you all the very best with that. Was there anything, hun, that you picked up on with that one?
I just keep seeing the word Scotland. So I don't know if there's um, some sort of heritage there, or they're from Scotland or overseas, but I've definitely seen Scotland for some reason random.
Beautiful.
Maybe
Holiday? I would love to go to Scotland one day. So, all right, Jody just says, will my financial situation get easier?
yes, I got straight away. Yes, okay. I feel like
Yeah.
you're starting to look at organising your money in a lot better way. I also feel that you're also I'm not adding to your work, or you're looking for more work. I feel like I'm juggling things, but yes, you will get on top of it. So more money coming, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to see
Oh,
you for an opportunity as
yeah.
well.
I always say to people, see that money coming in, focus on what it is that you need to be comfortable without being greedy, and focus on that rather than focusing on the negative, what you don't have. Because when you're focusing on that negative, that's what you're bringing in. Okay, you are drawing that negative energy in. I always say to people, get the little three gold coins, the feng shui Chinese coins, the lucky coins, and put in your purse with your notes, not your coins. Or otherwise, get yourself some clear quartz and citrine and put together as well, because that will help to bring in that money flow as well. So I think that will turn around quite quickly. Okay, Monica says, am I being lied to? That's an interesting question.
I've got a 9.
You don't know? Yeah, I get she's got anxiety over that as well. So to me, I just feel like you're very much in your own head around that, honey, at the moment as well. So be careful you're not manifesting that as well, because sometimes when we focus on things, we're actually putting that energy out there to bring that in as well with that side of okay. I think I've answered one for Cass once before, and it says, absolutely, thank you, beautiful ladies. It is our pleasure, honey. So the grandmother being around her. Oh my goodness, my the questions are just off the page. Um, will Tom be home soon? Yes. I got yes for that. And do you get anything around that, hun?
No, I'm just seeing a number 5. So no time in the spirit world. I like to break it down. It can be 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, or the fifth of a month.
Yeah, beautiful. So, all right, just jump on another question. Will my daughter ever find happiness? I get
Yeah,
yes for that, Karen. I don't know about you, Yvonne, but I feel like her daughter needs to give herself permission to be happy.
Yeah,
So whether
yeah.
she
Like,
feels that she deserves that pain.
um, yeah, she doesn't love herself, if that makes sense. She's needs to apply that love for herself to actually attract loving people into her life. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, she's very, very picks on herself a fair bit, in her thoughts, of course. Um, might be her hair, it might be her skin, it might be her, everything about her. It's just constantly not happy about that rather than seeing the beauty within her.
Yeah. I think when
Right?
she can change that focus a little bit,
Yeah.
that self-love comes in. It gets some rose quartz, honey. Rose quartz is very much about the self-love. If you put clear quartz with it, it helps to enhance that as well. But that will help get rid of the negative and bring in the positive love in that way as well with that. Okay. Melissa says, will I find love with someone that's back in my life?
Mm, I'm in two minds there.
I was too, and I actually felt a little bit sick with
Mm,
that question. So I want to say my body reacted with indigestion. So I don't know if you carry a lot of your stress around the stomach, hun, and that when that stress is there, you get the indigestion. But I'm in actually two minds. I feel like I need to look at the past behavioural reference with that, and I don't feel that things will change from what they have been in the past. Okay. So I wish you all the very best with that. I want to say trust your gut instincts, honey. We all have instincts. It's just listening to them. So Belinda says, hi, ladies. I hope you had a great day. Anything for me? I've had a lovely day. Thank you, honey.
a busy day.
Crazy day. Okay. Did you want to have a go at that one?
I feel anxious with that lady. Um, yeah, just a lot of anxiety around her.
Mm.
It's almost like doesn't trust her own intuition or self to make her own choices. Always asking other people what do they feel or think. Um, but I feel that she needs to start believing in herself before everything else will start to open up to her a lot more. That makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I was picking up on that anxiety because I just felt like I couldn't breathe in that side of it. And Belinda, I
Yeah,
get you've got absolutely beautiful energy, honey, and a big heart, but you also need to put yourself first as well. So when you do that and you start finding that trust, that belief in yourself, watch how things will flow. The energy will move in the right direction for you. And I want to say, look at the opportunities that are being put in front of you next year. I want to say early next year, I bet the opportunities will be put there, but you need to make those decisions for yourself. And I want to say it's about taking that leap of faith rather than relying on others in that side of it. So I wish you all the very best with that as well. We've got Rita. Can you see anything to tell me? Guys, try and make your comments a little bit more direct so we can get to more, because when it's more general, it takes more time for us to do that connection rather than we read your question and the first thing that pops in on that subject. All right. Did you want to have a go at that one, hun?
I think that stubbornness around Rita.
Yeah. I want to put the cards in front of us. I don't know if I've got playing cards or oracle cards. So whether, honey, you have your own set of oracle that you pull out and ask for guidance in that side of it. I just feel like I'm shuffling the cards with you in that side. I don't feel like I need to pull my set out to pull a card for you, but I do feel that you do connect with cards around that side of things will get easier, is the feeling I get with that. Okay. Sue says, "Hi, beautiful Leanne. Well, it helps if I read in the right space, in the right place. Will bonds become stronger within my family and my finances improve after myself and my family?" Yeah. Okay, there's unsettled energy in the family is the feeling I get with that side of it. I do get the frustration that comes through with that, and I do feel that you've got some pretty headstrong people there as well. So whether they are unsure why they're actually have that distance between them or that energy, that wedge between them, I just look at the bigger picture. So to me, it's the feeling a lot of them have forgotten what it's about, but they used to being stuck in that pattern, in that energy. I do feel that things will get better. There has been a lot of stress, a lot of pressure put on your family, and they've been through a lot, is the reference I get. But see that bigger picture, see what it is that you are working towards. Okay. Did you have anything that you sensed on there that I missed?
No.
No. Beautiful. And we've got Sydney as Sydney. Sorry, honey, if I've said your name wrong. It's saying awesome. Excellent. Wow, I can't believe it's 9:20 already. I don't know where the night goes. So actually, before I do answer any more questions, guys, please feel free to hit the share button. Invite your friends and family to watch. If you are catching this as a replay, it's now 9:20 Wednesday night. So if you're watching it later than that, put hashtag replay so we can see how many are actually catching the replay and joining in after. But don't be afraid to share with us where you're from. And certainly you can jump over to Yvonne's page. So you've got Thought Through My Eyes. Is that right, Yvonne? Your business page?
Yeah.
Yep. Beautiful. So pop over there, have a look. We're teaching Yvonne a little bit about Facebook and social media lately. So pop over and hit the like button or the follow button. And if you are drawn to Yvonne, please don't hesitate to contact Yvonne and inquire about having a reading with her. What would be the best way for people to do that, Yvonne?
Have a reading with me?
Yep. How can they book?
Sorry?
How can they book? What's the best way for them to contact you to book?
Oh, you can message me on Messenger on Through My Eyes. I don't have it in front of me right now. I don't know off by heart. Or I have another page under Yvonne Swizzer. You can book in there as well, or just request me as a friend and go into Messenger. SMS me or phone me on 0409 855 825. Also working at the fair with Leanne this weekend in the Adelaide City Fair. So anyone that wants to come and reading with Leanne and myself, we'll be there from 10 in the morning to 3, both days, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep. Oh, is it 3 o'clock that we finish, is it?
Yeah.
I was giving myself an extra hour work. For some reason, I thought it was 4 p.m. So that'll be in Flinders Street in Adelaide. So you can either contact... Do you take pre-bookings, hon?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yep. So you can either contact Yvonne or myself if you're drawn to one of us and would like to have a reading in Flinders Street. I think it's 236 Flinders Street, Adelaide. This market is it... what's Roy call his market?
Spiritual and Wellness.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you'll be able to find us there. Yvonne will be there both days. Unfortunately, due to commitments that I've got in the Lobethal market on Sunday, I will only be there at this stage unless I can work something different and I'm feeling much more energized on Saturday doing readings. So you can certainly contact us there. But we'd love to see you. Come and, even if you're just in the market having a look, come and say hello to us. We love to put names and faces together as well. So if we're not busy, or even just give us a little wave as you walk past sort of thing, and just say a quick hi sort of thing, because we don't mind I know myself, I don't mind people in the public coming up and saying hello that watch, because it's lovely, like I said, to put those names to faces and not just see you on the screen as well with that side of it. And I'm a hugger. You're pretty much too, aren't you, Yvonne? I love my hugs. So, come up and have a hug if I'm not busy as well with that. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other wonderful stalls there as well. And I want to say, for those people that are looking at having a reading and you go to markets, do a lap, walk around the market and just suss out the readers, look at their way they sit. If you're drawn to that person, that's the person for you to have a reading with. If you don't feel that you're drawn to them, or there's just something that doesn't sit right, keep walking and keep looking, because we all need to connect on a soul level in that sense. And sometimes that reader might not be right for us. I do want to say, please, when you go to these markets, be careful of readers that approach you. Okay, it's one thing for a reader, and I don't know how you feel on this, Yvonne, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's one thing for a reader to say hello, to make conversation, but to come up and be forceful and push a reading on you is not, in my eyes, is not the go with that. That is not the right way for it to happen. A reading is something that happens on free will when you're ready for it. So if you do find that you have a reader push a reading on you, whether you're looking for a reading or not, please let them know you're not interested, okay? Because they're not necessarily coming from the right place. It's coming from desperation, or it's coming from the ego. There are people out there that, believe me, and I think Yvonne's probably seen it in the past as well, where we go to markets and different stuff, and there are people that don't have what I call a code of ethics that they work by. So I want to say, just be aware of that side of it. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I was going to say the fair in the city is also free entry.
Yep. And there's lots of car parking on the road. I think on the weekend, is it $2 car parking by memory? There?
I think it's $4. I think it's $4 for car park.
Okay. You can park all day. I don't think there's a time limit on the weekends there, sort of thing. And yeah. And then you have some food vans by memory.
Yes,
by memory, there's food vans, coffee vans.
Coffee van, crystals, mandala ladies, a whole lot of things down there.
Yeah.
Books.
Lots of beautiful readers.
Lots of things to look at. Just wander in and have a look around.
Yeah, go and ask questions. Look at the products. Roy runs a very good store, and he usually has pretty much a lot of good stall holders there as well. So I love the energies that we make.
Yeah, Moon and Mars have incense and singing bowls and all sorts of things.
Singing bowls. He has a
Yeah.
Roy and the beautiful Nori have some beautiful singing bowls, some really big ones there. And if you're lucky, you may even get to experience Roy doing little demonstrations throughout the fair, raising the vibrations, clearing energy with it as well. So guys, come along and have a look. It's it's an afternoon out or a day out that doesn't have to cost much at all, or if anything, if you're just browsing, but come and say hello, check people out. It's amazing the connections that we actually make at places like this, and it's great to see some regular faces as well as new faces that come in. And I'm pretty sure this is the last one there for the year by memory on the psychic side of stuff, with that side of it. Yeah, so I'm excited. I've only just committed to it today because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it fit with everything else and being unwell this week. But I am really looking forward to, I will only be there as a reader on Saturday rather than the stock, as all my stock is going to Lobethal tomorrow night, and we'll be out there from the 9th of December right through to the 23rd every night of the week from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Barn, I think I'm doing a ghost tour on the 14th of December, the Friday night, so my parents will be manning my stall for me. I'm lucky I've got very good parents like that to allow me to do the ghost tour side of it. So have you got anything else coming up before Christmas, hun, that people might be interested in?
No, not until after Christmas for the fairs, but I do private readings and I do Reiki healings. I also teach Reiki, and I'll probably have a little bit of a break for during Christmas as well, because I haven't had an actual break for a lot of years now, and I thought I'd give myself at least a couple of days off anyway.
Only a couple of days. You're as bad as I am. I'm at least taking a week.
Yeah,
I'm going to have the week.
very
Yeah.
busy grandchildren's concerts and and fitting everything in. So and then this happens tonight and last minute thing.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I do apologise for that. Like I said, I'm pretty easygoing, and it's just, let's do it. Why not? Yeah, if the universe is meant to be, it will be. So, but it has been my pleasure being on with you, Hannah, and I love working side by side with you. So I am really excited to be doing that again on Saturday with yourself and the beautiful Annette as well, and a lot of the other readers and stuff that will be there on the weekend. So looking forward to what this weekend will bring as well, the crazy energy leading into Christmas. So, all right. Yeah, for sure. It definitely is. All right, well, I think we might leave it there. I thank everybody for their lovely messages. I will try and get back and have a look over the next couple of days as well. Unfortunately, like I said, we can't get to everybody. We've got something like nearly 300 comments tonight. So I do thank you for that, for your comments, your patience as well. And please, like I said earlier, feel free to share and invite friends and family to my page, as well as Yvonne's page, Through My Eyes, and make sure you hit the follow button if you haven't already done that on my page and Yvonne's. And we certainly will look at getting Yvonne back if she's willing. She's done very well to do this again. We might do a regular thing. So there's a lot of exciting things coming with going live and TV shows and stuff early next year. So I look forward to getting into all that as well. So thank you, Yvonne, and I hope you've had a lovely night. We've certainly enjoyed your company, and we look forward to it again.
Thank you.
All right, so we will say good night, and thank you all for joining in. Take some time for yourselves. Remember to acknowledge those around you and those that are passed over, and most of all yourselves as well. Take care. Bye.